Here in Lexington Center, just a few steps from historic Battle Green, is this collection of buildings. Now, the main building was built in 1888, and originally it was a grand old home for a local family. At one point, it was converted and used as a nursing home, and then it was converted again, recently, into a 22-bedroom inn. It's a great story of adaptive reuse for these buildings, and the designer who worked on the conversion to the inn is the same designer who's working with us on our project. Hey, Robin, good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
All right, well, you got a great old house here on the outside and on the inn.
Yeah, we converted this old house into an inn. It was designed to have it look like you were coming home.
So you kept a lot of the original details.
Yeah, we tried to keep as much of the original architecture as we could. We kept the high ceilings, the beautiful archway, the original staircase, and these beautiful parquet floors.
Boy, the floors really are beautiful. So are all the details. So if these were here, what did you add?
Well, we added this great carpet, which is in a geometric pattern, and we added this great wallpaper.
And that really pops, doesn't it? But I am getting sort of a historic vibe off of that. Why is that?
Lexington takes its history very seriously, and so there had to be a nod to that when you entered the property. And the silhouettes is something you would have seen hung in a frame centuries ago, as well as the flocking, which is an age-old tradition in introducing wallpaper. What you wouldn't have seen was silhouettes on a wallpaper, and you wouldn't have seen it in this great colorway with the chocolate and chartreuse.
Okay. And so you've got bold colors right there.
Yeah, and then we reintroduced the chartreuse on the other side of the hallway with this beautiful stripe.
Okay, so a new interpretation to an otherwise very traditional entryway. Right down to some pocket doors, which are happily still in use. And they open up onto this room. Wow.
Yeah, this is designed to be the main sitting room to accommodate all the guests staying at the inn.
Nice. And so you are not afraid to use wallpaper, are you? It's everywhere.
No, I love wallpaper. It adds a lot of texture and character to the walls and also helps us hide the soffits, which we had to add to accommodate the new systems.
More so than paint would?
Absolutely, because the pattern just rolls up and over the soffits. Paint would have really accentuated the horizontals and the shadows.
Okay. So as I look at, say, this little vignette right here, I see traditional wallpaper, probably the original surround for the fireplace, old tiles, hearth. This whole wall says very traditional.
Yeah, it was really important to my client to keep all the original architecture as much as we could, and this is one of the original fireplaces.
But right next to it, you've got these splashes of clearly these modern touches. Kind of a cool coffee table, a chair that's, I mean, what is that, leopard skin?
It's like a cheetah pattern.
Same point though.
Yeah, it's really, again, it was important for the history, but we also had to make it fresh. So we integrated some unusual textures and shapes to a traditional space.
And so how do the guests use this room?
They use it really in three ways. There's a library area with the chairs for reading. We have a gaming area, and then we have another seating area on the other side that can accommodate a lot of people.
Like this millwork right here, the library shelf, very traditional to me. Was this here or did you add this?
We designed this, and it was designed to make it look like it had been here.
So you're not just updating some of the old traditional elements, you're actually bringing some in.
Absolutely, and the new things are meant to look like they've been here for a long time.
And your seating area, you've got a wall of windows. I love that, very traditional. But the seating itself, it feels like you had a hand in this.
Absolutely. What says tradition more than great plaid? We really tried to add a lot of color and interesting texture, but we also use traditional elements like the tufted back and a wing chair.
Well, I bet you the guests are going to spend a lot of time in this room, but at some point, they're going to have to lay down their heads. Can we see a guest room?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
So this is one of the 22 bedrooms, and every bedroom's different. And the inspiration for the rooms was similar to this Windsor chair, where we have an old form that's been around for a long time, and we painted it in new color. And in that way, we've transitioned old and new.
Okay. And you're sticking with the wallpaper throughout, right?
You know, almost all of the rooms have wallpaper, and my feeling about wallpaper is really, you know, they just add a visual texture and interest to the walls that you can't get with a painted wall.
Okay. It's not as bold as what was downstairs. That sort of fades into the background a little bit.
And in a bedroom, it really needs to be a softer transition. But again, it can have some visual interest with pattern on the walls.
Okay.
And then paired with the wallpaper, we did a beautiful taupe silk drape with a nice detail trim on the inside, and we lined them in black outlining so you can close them at night and sleep long into the morning.
Okay. I'm assuming this is also an original fireplace like downstairs?
Yeah, we salvaged as many of the original fireplaces as we can, and in fact, this is the inspiration for the colors of the room.
This sort of, what is that, greenish looking there?
It's a really like green, golds, and reds, and I took the inspiration of the colors, not exactly, and used them in the room. So we have the green velvet tufted bench.
Fancy velvet there, yep.
And again, tufting is a very very age-old tradition of upholstery.
Okay.
And we have these beautiful plaid chairs. Plaid was a fabric that I used consistently, all in different colorways and patterns throughout the inn, because it's, again, traditional.
Green and red here, though.
And I paired it on this beautiful transitional chair with clean arms.
Great.
And again, it's the old and the new.
Okay. And so it's an inn, it's a bedroom, so you have to have a big old bed, right?
So
Is this
again,
your design?
Yep. So again, we have this beautiful gray velvet upholstered bed, and we did it in a wing chair style, so it gave it that old meets new transition.
Look at that. I didn't even notice that, but I do now. Nice. How about the bathroom? What were you thinking about in there?
So that was one place that we kept everything the same. I wanted all the bathrooms to feel the same in each of the 22 rooms, but they still had to have a fresh and clean approach. So that meant marble tile on the floors. We used marble countertops and polished chrome accessories and hardware. And I feel like that kept it really clean, yet luxurious.
All right, looks terrific.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate the tour of your little inn here. I mean, it gives us a better sense of your style, and we're excited to have that style be brought to our project.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.